So we're doing interviews for each other.
Okay. And I'll start. Should we introduce ourselves? I don't know how that would work.
I guess you would introduce yourself before the questions happen, too.
Okay.
Okay. I'm Tyra Halliday, or younger now, and I'm a graphic design major.
Oh, I'm Katie, and I'll be running this discussion. And my first question for you is, I just want you to tell me a bit about yourself and why you're good for this job.
Well, like I said, I'm a graphic designer. I've been studying graphic design for the last 4 years. So I'm really excited to, you know, be able to use everything that I've learned and to grow my artistry. And I think that this job can really do that for me. And I think that I can bring a lot of good things to this job. I'm really passionate and I like to really create beauty and push myself. And maybe with Roxy, I can help people around me push themselves to the next level. So,
I like that. And then, what is your greatest strength?
like I said, I'm passionate. I'm ambitious. I feel like ambition might be my greatest strength right now, because I have something to prove. I have a path to walk. I'm very goal driven, anyways. And if I achieve a goal, I find another one. I'm very task oriented. I really like finding problems to solve. Um, I think that this makes me a really strong worker. So yeah.
Nice. Okay. And then on the other side, what is your greatest weakness? What would you consider that to be?
I tend to play the role that's needed. So I'd say that this is a weakness because it can prevent me from reaching that fullest potential that I'm looking for. So specifically in a situation where I'm continuously having to pick up, work that often other people don't want to do, or is considered busy work that people don't really want to do, I end up doing all of that work, and that leaves me with less, in energy to, again, reach that potential that I'm looking for, so I'd say that's probably my weakness.
Gotcha. Okay. And then why did you leave your last job?
I really loved my last job. I was an art model for the school's department, and I had to stop because, I had to put my studies before my job at the time. But now I'm done with my studies, so I can put my job before my studies.
Right. Yeah. Um, what is your greatest accomplishment, would you say?
College. College is really hard. And, going to college in Idaho has been really, really hard for me because I'm from Texas, and everything about Idaho is the exact opposite of what I'm used to, what I grew up with. And it's like culturally completely different, and everything about it has been really, really hard for me. And I feel like that's a really big accomplishment to be able to go to a place that's completely new, every aspect pretty much, and succeed still. So, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely say that's a big accomplishment. Um, describe a difficult work situation, what you did to overcome it.
Um, well, I worked on mailing services on campus for a semester, and it happened to be the semester that was really, really busy, this fall semester when everybody's there. And they really, really stress about deadlines. I think my manager had told me that every second is worth a lot and you cannot be wasting a single second. So in the height of that semester, when it had the biggest rush and everybody was stressed and running around with their chickens with their heads cut off, very, very that, and everything was going wrong, and it was a busy day, it's really, really hard on everybody. I feel like I was able to really keep my head and be the one person that's like, hey, this is the next step. Hey, this is the next step. Because again, I'm task oriented, and that's what I do. So I feel like that was a moment, especially when there was a lot of pressure, that I was able to like really show that.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And do you have any questions for me?
Yeah. Do you want me to just like list the questions? Because you're not going to answer them, you know?
Right. Yeah, I guess you could just list the questions. I can say, yeah.
Okay. Here are my questions. What would you say the work culture is like? What is your favorite part of working here? Where have you seen others fail in my position? And what tasks and progress do you expect out of me in the first week to a month? Here's my questions.
Good questions.
All right, you're next.
Okay, perfect. Okay, should we do? I'm nervous.
You want
Okay.
to introduce yourself first this time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So my name is Katie Robinson. I am in the moment, I am studying geology, but I have taken an interest into fashion design. So, and
Okay. How did you hear about this position?
I'm just looking for jobs that I was super interested in and wanted to be like super involved and excited for, that still went along with what my passions were. And I came across this job and I got very excited. And so I just thought, why not try and apply?
Okay. What is your past in making costumes?
I would say, like, ever since I was a kid, I would just throw things together. Just anything I could just to put my story, like me in a storybook. That's how I always thought about it. And like now when I can actually do those things, it really just sparks like so much excitement in just my life. I would love to do that for the rest of my life. And I think that this is a great opportunity.
That's awesome. How do you work in a collaborative setting?
I would say that in all of my previous jobs, we have been in a collaborative setting and where we all are like a team. And I especially like having other people with me and having the like direct communication that makes the team really work well together. And like when I'm in a group, I like to help things go more proficiently, even when things are, kind of jumbled around because it's not everybody's not the same mind. They're not going to think similarly, but like just being able to have good communication is something I really enjoy about working in a group.
Okay. What would you consider to be your greatest weakness?
I would say at the moment, my greatest weakness would be probably public speaking. As much as I love talking about what I love, it's just hard for me to get up and like really put myself out there, but I'm definitely working on it. And I know in this job, I can get more practice at it, and I'm excited for that.
Okay. What qualifications do you have?
So far, I have been sewing for 4 years. I have a couple of outfits made, and I mean, I do not have them here with me, but I have pictures of them. I have made multiple dresses, and I am constantly DIYing my clothing. And I do not have the major yet, but I will in the future. So, my future qualifications, I am excited to have for you.
Yay, that was all the questions that you had.
Perfect. Okay.
Good job.
Perfect.